Tula. Tula. Libra first give us that seat. First go that side.
You guys.
Jango ina interview one. Asameni. Asameni.
Sasa kwa interview.
Eno neba mutivaka. Siri journalist. Tuli one.
Ina birungi.
Tuli one to offering a registration. In the final 100 meters, women, we had Nyamahungi Jacent running a 12.05. Pio Agnes running 12.65. And Acheng Rosemary running 12.93. That order. World champion, you have something to say? No, it's a joke. So 100 meters men next up on the track. We expect them out of the call room anytime from now. African way, not the way. The fifth trial at Mandela National Stadium, Namboli. Men 100 meters.
What are you planning for me?
She wants to cut your head off. She wants to cut off your head.
Men 100 meters, hit 1. Lane 1.
Meanwhile, we have
Okelo Sylvia, lane 1.
champion.
Lane 2. Ngezmana Ahmed, Tuku Africa, lane 2. William, hit lane 3. Fumbia Michael Andrea Wakiso in lane 4. Titibwa Haruna of Iwafa in line 5. You ran 15. What is 15? Hit 2, Ojiro James in lane 1. Ikonde in lane 2. Nwagaba Solomon in lane 3. That's for Makerere University. Ochira John of Ndeje University in line 4. Oketayot Francis of Police in line 5. Nyeko Joffrey of Uganda Prisons in line 6. That's hit 2 of 100 meters man. The paper you actually turned it there. Hit 3. Malimba Charles of Gulu in line 1. Onyango Isaac, lane 2 of UPDF in line 2. Kakaire James of Etebe in line 3. Kakaire Sam in line 3. Ongom Richard David in line 4 for Tibak. That's coming, making a comeback. It's very good to see Ongom come back into the track.
Given that he's actually a basketball player, he plays for KCC. So it's very, very good to see him on track. I think he uses track to build his fitness and go and run rings around people on the basketball court.
Yeah, he's actually a very good basketballer. He's one of the best players in the league now. Yeah, Ongom David, he has been out of running like for 3 years, but he's making a comeback. They are in lane 4 of heat 3 over 100 meters men. We are underway. They are preparing to come. Heat 100 meters men.
In our midst, we have the reigning world champion Halima Nakai, 800 meters. It's good to when they grace the trials because they definitely light up the event, and the upcoming athletes also look up to them.
Second call, 800 meters women, bound in the call. Second call, silence for the start.
So we are waiting for the 100 meters, heat 1 to start. So we have Caesar, Ahmed, Darius, Michael, Jordan for heat 1. There they go.
There they go. Come out, Chad.
Actually, speaking of the start today, do you know the gun has been on its best behavior ever?
Yeah.
Today we have had zero issue with the gun. That is amazing. Because most of the time the hits are delayed because the gun is acting up, it refuses to fire. So this is really good progress.
I think that should be kept up. The gun should always be on point. We should not have issues where this is where the gun fails and all that stuff.
And then also, if you look at there's still a lag in between, but it's much more improved from the last trial. So if we keep seeing some of these improvements, definitely we are heading in the right direction.
Sure.
So well done to UAF and the call room officials and everyone else for keeping up the work. So we have Halima Nakai here, our world champion. She can just say a word and tell us how her preparations are going for the Olympics. Definitely the pressure is on her now. Before, when she went for the world championship, you know, she was known, but they didn't take her as a threat. But now, coming as a world champion, all eyes are on you with the Olympics, so they're not just going to let you go. So how are your preparations going? And not any pressure, but when should we see you on track? You're always exciting to watch when you're running. So yes, I'm pretty sure a lot of your fans out there want to know when you're out, when you'll be out to run.
First of all, hello everyone. I'm really excited to talk to you. Thanks for following. What I have to tell you that I'm so excited to race again. I'm doing a very good preparation, and I know, God willingly, I'll give in my best. I feel I can't wait to race again, but we are just praying to God, everything to move on in a good way. Yeah.
Okay, so like when you see the trials and all these new faces, and I'm pretty sure you're seeing very many new faces, how does that make you feel?
Oh, this is so amazing, because it's an indication that people, the more we win, people are getting motivated. So many people are motivated. You can see even the mood, everyone is yearning to compete. This is really good. It's showing that the future is bright in athletics.
Definitely, the future is very bright. And then, of course, after when you came back, you started your own foundation to inspire. Can you tell us a bit more about that, and how can people support it and all that? Creating a foundation, it has been my long-term dream, because becoming a world champion, it has been a journey. It has been a journey, but I created a foundation to empower women and children. But more so, I need to sensitize people that things are possible in life, no matter where you come from. If you have a dream, fight for it. Things are possible in life. And I always told them that success is by choice, but not by chance. Okay, you can turn the camera and wave to your fans, because this is Halima Nakai, our reigning world champion. By the way, before she became a world champion, she was also a Commonwealth youth champion in the 400, a silver in the 800. She has definitely been there. She had just won a bronze medal at the All Africa Games that year. So some people who think the medal came from nowhere, no, it came from somewhere. It has been a long build-up. I have personally seen Halima start her journey. We always called her baby. We still call her baby.
Yeah.
You know, she's still like in the same height, but it's exciting to see her from youth to world senior champion. So we wish you all the best, Halima, at the Olympics. We are rooting for you. When you go there, just remember the whole Uganda is cheering for you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.
Okay, back to the 100 meters. We have heat 2 coming up. We have the Reverend in lane 2.
Yeah,
so the Reverend has a height of Bolt. He calls himself the Bolt of Uganda. I think he changed that now.
No,
but,
he says he's Bolt his brother, so he looks like
he
Bolt.
says he's
and all
Bolt
that.
his brother, so he looks like Bolt. He has the height, and we are hoping he can also produce the times.
Yeah, 100 meters men, heat 2.
Baby, heat 1 time.
In there is Ojirot, James, Reverend Father of Prisons Athletics Club.
He says he's the Reverend for athletics.
That's okay.
So heat 1 was won in 1190. Actually, Godwin, I fancy my chance. If I'd run in this heat, I would have won this heat.
No, heat 1190 is pretty fast for women.
But women come on 1190. They just have a PB of 11.6. And in our midst, we have Coach Benjamin Njia.
Coach Benjamin Njia.
But we shall talk to Benjamin Njia later on, and he will tell us how his athletes are preparing and about the partnership he has with the Arizona High Altitude Training Center, which is helping to prepare more athletes. Uganda we are getting there. And I do believe, like, you know, in a couple of years, we shall be the world beaters very soon. We already are, but in a few events. So let's first turn our attention to the 100 meters heat 2 men. And off they go. So let's see the Bolt. Definitely promising. Definitely. Hey.
The one who won? The one who done Ochira John, taking the hit there, followed by Nyeko Godfrey and Reverend Father Ujirot.
I mean, Reverend Father, let's face it, he's just come to athletics. He's not really been trained yet. He's still a pretty raw talent.
Apparently, he asked me to be his pacemaker in 100 meters next time.
But
so.
Come on, you're running like what, 10.6? He's not broken 10, so he needs to have some
Apparently, he has asked
me
me to be his pacemaker, so I'm looking up towards to that also.
He needs to have, unless if we're going to put him like 20 meters ahead, then you chase him, then you're sure. Okay, as we wait for the last hit 3, we have Coach Njia Benjamin, all the way from Kapchora. He can just tell us how the national team, Joshua and everybody is preparing for the Olympics, because everyone is definitely looking forward to that. And yes, he can tell us how the preparations are going on, the new track, which I saw was exciting a lot of people in Kapchora, and what we should expect this season from his region.
Thank you so much, Tim. And yeah, thank you so much for bringing me on board. Concerning long distance, we are really prepared for the Olympics, and the way to go has started in these trials. A little bit we have started with the ladies, where we had issues to qualify more athletes on the female sides. So we are trying to hit the mark from the 5,000 meters women. Like today we are done Maclean. Next time in the next trial we are going to bring a little bit much more stronger group, like the Perus, like the Janats, to pacemaker. I think 2 or 3 girls will qualify in the next trial. Even the Joshuas, through the preparation, will be there in the next trial on 24th. Joshua will do a 1500 alongside Musagala. So the team will be a little bit exciting in the next trial.
Why do I have a feeling Joshua might break the national record for the 1.5?
I understand. Which athletes do you expect in the next trial? Because we understand all the big athletes are going to be here for the next trial on 24th.
On 24th, we have the big athletes from our national team. The Joshuas will be here, the Perus, Chamtai Perus, Sigo Abel, Kurong Moses, even Jacob Kiplimo.
Is he coming back?
Is also coming in the next trial. So we expect all the big shots of the country, the national team, to be racing in the next trial.
That will be exciting to see. And I have to say, like for Chelangat Maslin, that's an excellent performance for coming back on the first time and doing a 15:36 and just missing, because the qualification is 15:10. So definitely, do you see her qualifying for the Olympics?
Yes, I see. Definitely, we are going to try in the next trial to make her hit the 15:10 and 15:08 or 5. We are going to bring a little bit alongside her some pacemakers so that she can, because her first 1,000 was a little bit slow, so that's why it costed those minutes, the microseconds to go to 36. So we are going to do a little bit much more better.
Okay, we still have Gia here. We are holding him as we turn our attention to the 100 meters hit 3.
100 meters men, hit 3 coming. Nsiro Edward, Nwaga Solomon, Dokonyero Alan, Oketayot Francis, Nyoko, and Ngom Richard.
We still have the heat of the men coming with the Butu Solomon versus Issa Musa.
Yeah, to be announced
that
later.
That
will be the
final
hit with Rajab.
But Rajab, I mean, like Rajab was a very promising talent, but somehow he's stagnated.
Rajab is another rotor.
You know, like he's a kind of.
I was talking to his coach the other day. I think he keeps jumping from one coach to another.
He's not consistent.
He's not consistent with the coaches, so also that causes him a problem.
Yes, definitely.
He thinks he's good and he feels he's good. It has entered his head because he won all the post-primary championships, so now he thought he was so good. Now, I think it also comes to discipline. We watch out for Ngom, David and Kakaire in there in that hit. There we come.
I mean, Ngom David, a basketballer coming and really taking it. He might take this, he might take it, and he does. He just dipped at the line and took that.
Ngom David takes
That's exciting to see.
That's exciting to see someone who has been off.
Who has been off and a basketballer coming and taking that. I mean, the time may not be very fast. Anyway, hit 2. The times for hit 2, we got to read us the times for hit 2.
Hit 2, the winner had 11.33. The second person had 11.37. The third person had 11.68.
Big shout outs to Mr. Musagala Ronald, who is watching us from his Kamoli, wherever he is. We are excited. We can't wait to see you on track. It's always exciting to see him. He has this heart of gold, you know, like when he wants to do something, he will go and give it his best. If he has to leave his leg on the line, he'll leave it on the line just to win. So that's amazing to see. And so we have Gia back. He was still he's going to tell us about his partnership with the Arizona High Altitude Training Center and how that is going, and what we hope that partnership can bring for Uganda long and middle distance running.
I think High Altitude Training of Arizona is doing a great job in Kapchorwa through supporting athletes to achieve their dreams, most especially in race plan. It is one of those organizations. It is one of those organizations that are really managing athletes in the right way. So it's planning athletes to qualify for the big championships like Olympics and the World Under 20. So that's what Arizona is doing.
Okay, thank you very much. And thank you for your time and dedication. We know coaches in Uganda are not paid. We really appreciate you, Coach Benjamin Gia. We are waiting for that goal from you in the marathon.
Hit 3 of the 100 meters men. The first position, Ngom David, had 11.56, followed by the second person at 11.60 and 11.92. It's very good to see Ongom, even if it's an 11.56. It's very good to see a person come
Someone
back
who is a full-time basketballer, he kind of like stopped sprinting, coming to do an 11.5. Yes, it's not a very fast time, but it's a decent time for a basketballer. Not many basketballers can be able to do that. So that's really good, and I'm pretty sure by the end of the season he'll be able to drop that.
Yeah, surely. And he promises to be consistent in the other trials. I was talking to him earlier on before the trial started, and he was telling me he wants to be consistent, and perhaps he focuses even on running the 200 meters, not more the 100 meters. He was a good athlete. He's a talented athlete.
He's a good athlete. He's a decent 400 meter. Actually, 400 was his main race. 100 is not even his main event. 400 was his main event. He's just one of these people who are so passionate about sport. Like, he will just come and do what he needs to do.
So on for hit for 100 meters men. Edward Ikong, Nwagaba Solomon, Odokonyero and Alan, Nyeko Godfrey. Hit for 100 meters man. One 100 meters man. Hit. There we go.
New kids on the block in this one.
Yeah. It's very exciting for these young kids to come and win a trial here, you know. No matter what what hit they're in, it's really encouraging to them. You can see the excitement that someone has won a hit of a trial. Doesn't look as simple as the senior athletes would see it, though, but it's really encouraging to these young ones.
Definitely.
Apparently, we are getting confirmation from Musagala Ronald that he'll be competing on 24th.
24th is going to be exciting. 24th is also the National Youth Championships, which will also be the 6th trial. So we should expect huge numbers. As Coach Benjamin Gia just told us, a big number from Kapchorwa is going to come. We shall have the Peru Chemtais starting their season. Joshua Sheptegei coming in to do the 1,500. It should be an interesting race between Joshua and Musagala in the 1,500 meters, because Joshua has killer speed, should I call it, in the 1.5. Although he's a 5,000, 10,000 athlete, these athletes, they some endurance, speed endurance they have for that 1.5, that if you're actually even a 1.5 meter runner, if you're not careful, they will beat you hands down.
Hit 5, 100 meters. Is it hit 4? Hit 4, 100 meters coming up.
That is 4.
Timothy, here. Hit 400 meters men. In there, I can see Lomuto Rajab, Obutu Solomon, Musa Isaviri. Yeah, we anticipate it to be a really fast race. Apparently, Musa Isaviri winning 10.98 in the previous trial. That is fourth trial last 2 weeks ago. We see Obutu Solomon, Rajab Lomuto. Obuto didn't finish the last 400 meters. The last time we got injured on the way, he pulled. We expect, let's pray that he has a good run in this one. He's a really good 100 meter runner. He has a good super start. Along with the experienced Musa Isaviri, who has been known for a long time, Rajab Lomuto, the young kid on the block who's coming through. Yeah.
We also have our General Secretary gracing our presence here for the Uganda Athletics Federation. I'm pretty sure she can come and say hello and tell us how she sees the trial and the preparation for Team Uganda for the Olympics and the upcoming competitions. This is Beatrice Aikoro.
Hello. Yeah, of course, we're trying our best, and the trial just being the second on the pattern, we expect better performances as we head to the fifth trial. We still have opportunities for athletes to qualify for the Olympic Games.
So far, what do you see the opportunities, according to what you've seen today? Do you think there is hope for our athletes?
Yeah, there's hope in the 1500 meters. I also see hope in the 5000 meters women. I think when we head to the fifth trial, we have still spaces in other races like 800 meters, 400 meters. But of course, the 5,000 men and 10,000 men are already closed because we already have athletes who have made it to the Olympic Games, unless you run a better time than the 3 athletes who have qualified. For the marathon, we have athletes running tomorrow. We have 5 athletes running in Italy. We expect another 4 to run on 18th. We'll have selected our marathon team by 20th of this month, so the marathon team will be full. So we still expect our athletes who can qualify locally here, and also those who can qualify in abroad if they have an opportunity to qualify.
Okay, so we have the 100 meters of Butu, Solomon, Rajab, Musa, and Jagalo in that order. Okay, so back to the General Secretary who was still telling us about the Olympic qualifier. Definitely Uganda is very strong in the long distance. So how can we help the sprinters also to get to the level of the long distance as well?
The talents are there. The opportunities slowly they are beginning to open up. For one to qualify in sprints, you have to start from the national level. You must run good times because there's a pathway follows from the national events up to the international. You cannot go to international competitions if you don't run well in the national competition. So when we see good times, athletes make good times here, despite the fact that we are running outside the warm-up track with a lot of wind, which always has a negative impact on athletes, sprinters. We hope once we get access to the arena, the times will be far much better, and those will give us opportunity to qualify for qualifier events. One of the key ones for the sprinters is the Africa Senior Championships in Oran in Algiers. Algeria, that is from 1st to 5th of June. And we hope that we can get at least, even if we got one athlete, a sprinter, I think that can motivate the rest of the sprinters because what matters is you qualifying for the events.
So, we are live streaming this. I don't know how that makes you feel as a General Secretary from the progress when we started to now being able to have a live stream, and we have people from everywhere, all our former athletes in the US, UK, Kenya, where they're able to watch the events live. How does that make you feel as a General Secretary?
I'm excited. I want to thank the people who have really introduced the technology to allow people who are not here physically to be able to watch our events and also be part of it. There's been a lot of ground that we have moved from manual to digital. Now we're having line streaming. With the COVID, with the restrictions, and I think you can still enjoy the event wherever you are. It's something good, and I want to thank those who initiated this. We are not as Africans still backward, and I think to show that we are progressing very well in technology, and I think that's the way to go. I just want to add that we continue to have most of our events live stream. Of course, it also helps us to improve the quality because the live streaming, when you're physical, you can take a lot of time, 4 hours watching a championship or a trial. But when you are live streaming, you need to program it in a way that within 3 hours you can have all these events continuously for the athletes. Just like when you have a video coverage here, that's the same thing. You want to see events following each other with no break in between. So we'll try to do our best to improve the quality, to ensure that we also give quality live streaming for those who are watching, who are hearing or watching us from wherever they are.
Thank you very much. That was brilliant from our General Secretary, Ms. Beatrice Aikoro, who is also the Chef de Mission for the Olympic Games. She's actually an excellent Chef de Mission. I worked with her at the Commonwealth Games. Amazing, amazing work she does. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much, madam. 800 meters women next on track. However, to make a confirmation, 100 meters men, final hit. Obuto Solomon in 11.01.
We also have to tell the
Musa
community that-
Isabire in 11.11. Lomuto Rajab in 11.14. Jagalo Joshua in 11.48.
I think also those who are watching, if you're watching from out there, you cannot know, but we are on the outside track. The wind, the athletes are running against -2.5, -3
-4.
wind. The wind is really, really strong. If you can see the flags, like the MTN flags, the wind blowing it. So our athletes definitely, the sprinters, we are
You can actually think we are by the shores of an ocean.
You know?
The winds are too
Yeah, the
too
wind
strong.
is very strong here on
And
the
it's
outside
all negative
track.
wind.
Exactly. So hopefully, once we go inside, because this is the poorest time Obuto has ever run, opening up his season. You know.
800 meters women.
So we have Agnes and Neno, who was a promising junior athlete in the 400, but I think injuries and all those hampered her progress along the way. Now she's come for the 800. She's there in the lead. She actually has a 210 PB in the 800
meters.
I think maybe she's trying to shift the 800.
Now we go, going to the first lap. Timothy.
General,
Wind.
follow,
Wind is strong.
follow.
There
So
we
here
come.
we have Agnes in the lead.
Coming on to through the first 400 meters.
Follow.
Passes.
Looks like she's going to win this comfortably because she doesn't seem to have a challenger.
One can come from behind and pass out.
No, it's 800, you never know. The last 200 meters, somebody can just get energy from nowhere.
Because it seems the girl in the second position
Yeah,
is
the girl in
coming up
pink
for
seems
her.
to be coming up seriously for her. So you might end up in a sprint event, you know. Agnes looks tired.
Yeah, sure. She looks tired. Should we say she ran way out hard in the first lap and burnt herself out?
She's a 400-meter runner. You know, sprinters, we think we need to just go out fast. We don't think about
Accurate as much gap as you can.
if you see Jason, the
Catch
way
me
she
if
ran
you
the
can.
400, she just like the first 120 meters, she had caught up with everyone. It's something which is natural in us, like, you know.
There's one I got which is very clean, written by Kiwa. The original one.
So, like I said, Agnes is hanging on to take this.
As expected, she has taken it up. Coming to the finish.
I do believe she might have a better luck in the breaking through in the 800 than she had in the 400.
Sure.
Because the 400 she ran a PB of 54.7, but she unfortunately never improved on that. So maybe she's better built for the 800 and she might make good progress in the 800. Let's hope for her that she can. She really loves athletics and she's really hanging there.
Yeah. We hope she can hang on and get better in the 800 meters and see better results from her. Then we wait for the 800 meters men.
So as we said, the live commentary is brought to you by Mildred and Godwin Tibak. Yes. Hope you're enjoying the live streaming. We cannot promise that we'll be here because when we are competing, we definitely can't be here.
No.
But definitely we have.
There will always be people coming.
There will always be people. We have like Senior Kasim, who always the MC at the Tibak Invitational event. And just a reminder, Tibak Invitational event is on the 16th of June. Soon a form will be coming out for you to register your interest with your seasonal best, and we shall invite according to performance.
Yeah. Results coming through for the 800 meters women. And Neno Agnes taking the day there in 2:23.09. That's right.
2:23.09 for the 800. That's sort of, I mean, like people. The world record at 155. For the Olympics, you need a 159. For Africa, you need a 201. So
Yeah, that's a good start for her.
For her as a 400-meter runner, maybe she's using it to open her season. Maybe she's not really thinking of transitioning to 800. We can't know unless if we talk to her.
Yeah, there she comes in 2:23.09. The second person had 2:29.46. Third person had 2:38.09. Of course, these are way slower times when we expect to have Halima Nakai, Winnie Nyondo, and the rest of the girls from Kapchorwa to come in there. We can see 1:59, 2:00, 1:58. We expect times to be around that time when it's a full pack.
And thank you to Mr. Francis Onyango for pioneering all this. He's always behind the camera, but soon I'll go behind the camera and put his face so people can put a name to the face.
I'll be happy to do that.
Yeah, sure. People need to know the people who are behind these good initiatives for our events.
We shall take on it from there. There's nothing. There's no. Maybe I did it right now. I don't know these other ones.
800 meters, man.
800 meters men is always exciting to watch.
It has always been a good event for us here as a country. We actually have had a high competition in the 800 meters men.
I mean, we've had Musagala qualify from here for the World Championship. We had Abu qualify from here. That's pretty exciting.
With a group of South Sudanese there, we expect also.
And that whole group is actually training from here. That's actually quite good of the Ghana Athletics Federation to let them train here and compete in the trials, as they are not able to do so in their country. So big up to UAF for that. Where is he?
Yeah. In the long jump women is going on, and apparently the long jump women is going on.
With the Sarah number is the national record holder
in the long jump women.
Yeah, with a 6.2. The person who was promising
is Mary Zawadi.
Mary Zawadi, but you know the situation we have here is most of our athletes, they support themselves. So she got a job, and you know, balancing the job, working in a bank is not easy, you know.
But she says she'll be here for the next trial, so
we are hoping to see her.
She says she's training. Apparently, she could be live streaming as well, so she knows she could tell us.
So big up Mary Zawadi from wherever you are. She has a 6'10",
6'10", that's
promising, very promising athlete, you know. That's an amazing talent.
Sarah Nambawa,
but you see, wait before you go there. See, that is all Pakwach, when you cross that bridge. Yeah? That is the talent. We have so much talent.
West Nilers are coming for us.
Godwin can tell you when we go to West Nile for Kibak girl empowerment projects, the amount of talent we see down there.
No, actually, it's not only West Nile. At West Nile, it's overwhelming. But all over the whole country, we have talent. I think we need to, as a country, we need to promote our talent identification.
Definitely, we need to. There's so much talent. Like when you go to Gulu, the javelin, the girls are throwing javelin, and you're like, you know, Annette Kabasindi, the former national record holder, watching the girl throwing javelin, and she's amazed with her level of experience. And an amateur comes and throws the javelin and impresses someone who's as experienced as Annette. You definitely know there's so much talent out there. And here we have Mr. Kasim Latigo, who will be our next speaker, because Mr. Godwin Biamukam will be running to break the national record in the next trial. You can say hello so people know your voice.
Mr. Kasim can tell us what do you think about this trial? How do you see the event turning out? How do you see everything, the organization and everything? And the turn-up of athletes and their performance?
Hey. Hi, everyone out there. Kasim Latigo is my name, retired sprinter, but not tired. The event so far, so good. I see some room for improvement, especially in the sprints. And we're seeing some young talents coming up. As you know, athletics is a long-term project. So when you need good results, you give it time. So I would say we invest in these young talents, and the future of sprints looks to be brighter than it was before. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's Latigo Kasim. Actually, is
Mr. Okot Benson.
Okot Benson in exile. Latigo Kasim actually is my mentor. You know, he's the one who brought me into running, by the way.
Yeah. You know, as we are here, we are linguists. We can say.
Yeah. Apparently, he's the one who brought me into running, along with Binji Daniel, retired and tired.
That
Binji
one.
Daniel.
In fact, for Binji Daniel, we already told him when he comes here to run, we shall put him in the heat 2 of women, not even heat 1, because we cannot manage heat 1 of women. That's too fast for him. He'll go to heat 2 of women. Binji Daniel, big up from wherever you are. Hope you're okay, and come and prove us wrong. Come back on track and prove us wrong. Otherwise, we are right.
We have great people. Yeah, people are doing great work. Oija. They do a lot of publicity for this.
Oija does a lot of publicity. By the way, did you know Oija also does excellent massage? So if you want massage, hit up Oija.
He's my massager.
And excellent work. Amazing.
To everyone watching us, this is Melvin and Godwin behind the microphone, trying to bring to you the live commentary.
And hoping we can spice up things. We see the men for 800, the men coming out.
We see the men for 800 meters stepping out. Call.
You know, 800 is one of the hardest race actually on track, because you have to sprint.
No.
But sprint over 2 laps. That is I still bow for Rhodesia, that 141, running a 49. People running here flat 400, they're running 49. You're running 49 and you still bring another lap.
Really, that was, it was fast. It was a fast race. It will take long to see such a time, 141. Nah. But anyway, talent keeps emerging every day, so you never know.
Well, once in a while, you always see that talent. Some of them are God-given, like Bolt was just also an exceptional talent. And
to remind you, Shidaleni and Osuje Emmanuel will be competing in Zambia tomorrow.
Lenny is hoping to improve her world ranking, and we're praying that she can actually run that 51.35 to get that Olympic qualifier. I mean, if you look at her training, she's really improved,
Sure.
She also has that heart of gold, like, goes for it. She's actually the reigning World University silver medalist in the 400 meters.
And world national champion.
And national champion. She's the bronze medalist at the 4x4 in all Africa, coached by me, for your information. Yes, I have to take the credit,
Sure.
That was an amazing team.
You have to take the credit,
That was an amazing team, and we actually did quite a lot of work with them. The baton exchange. And most of the times, actually, people take the release for granted. We think you don't have to train for the release. Yes, you do your individual training, but you as a team, you need to work together and know the baton exchange. Reduce on that time loss as much as possible. So big up to Lactic Sports, Mr. Ngai Moko. Don't worry, we are promoting you. Don't worry. Lactic Sports. Big up to Lactic Sports for offering to the sprinters a motivation, though we are kind of requesting to put an A and B, so we can also eat that money. You can put the money into half, or just give a shoe, just to motivate us. You never know, we might be able to run better the next time.
Yeah, for any sports outfit, you can reach out to Chibuli, near Chibuli Supermarket, next to Chibuli Supermarket, Lactic Sports Center.
Original products only. You want Nike, New Balance, Adidas. Do you want football boots? Do you want balls, training kit, balls, gloves, anything,
stockings,
anything with sports, spikes, order in advance for spikes, anything you need. Original products only at Lactic Sports.
Yeah, he has several ambassadors around here. I can see several people putting on Lactic Sports. The likes of Maori and Namayo, publicity secretary. Is part of the ambassadors of Lactic Sports.
So we have hit one on the line for 800 meters.
Mwabye penny yafe mwabao. 800 men, hit one.
Well, you guys have taken a pen. $800 hit one.
$100, 800 meters men hit one. Fahad Jaffa, Mochibi Paul, Sam Serwada, Tenua Edwin, Okech Ivan. Hit one, 800 meters men. And
You know the 800 at the start you have to run very fast. That 100 and
150.
about 120 meters to get into lane one. Because otherwise, also when you're blocked, because I remember Halima when she was running at the All Africa Games, she could have won that gold, but she was blocked. She could not get out and she ended up with that bronze. So there's a lot of tactics also involved in the 800. A very good start from the runner, but you know with the 800 sometimes you may run the first lap very fast and then you walk the last lap. So definitely if his training is good, he will definitely win this race. But he looks comfortable. He looks comfortable for the win.
Yeah, this being the second time we are live streaming our trials, we expect better next time. We shall get better and better.
Give us feedback. Go to
Please.
Uganda Athlete Forum on Twitter, on Facebook. Inbox us feedback. How can we improve, and we'll see what to do better.
Yeah, you can DM us anywhere, even on Uganda Athletes Forum.
If you're on our pages, Athletics Talk, on the Uganda Sprinters page on WhatsApp, give us feedback, and we'll see how to improve. Our job is to make this better, bigger and better. Definitely at the Tibak Invitational, this will be top notch, because Tibak Invitational is the top notch event of the season.
Yeah, 800 meters men underway. We are coming towards the finish. This tall guy ran well, but I think his legs are giving way now.
Yes, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying with 800. Like he ran, but like look at the guys behind. They're coming for him. That's what I was saying by walking.
They have come from very
exactly.
far.
That's exactly what I meant. That if he's not careful, he will walk, and he doesn't even have the energy to surge, and people just come and beat you from behind. So definitely,
he's a Muchiga from Kavale. I can confirm that.
It definitely miscalculated his race, but it's a good learning curve for him.
Yeah, he can, if he really works hard. If he gets the quality training, he can get better.
He does have
the potential.
That's the
potential. That is quality training and all that.
Yes, he needed to calculate his...
Most of them just come with no training to compete.
Yes, like I was saying, please mark the date, 16th June. You do not have to be in Nambola if you're not running. We shall bring the live streaming to you. Tibak Invitational.
We shall even give data for people who are watching Tibak Invitation.
Maweri, have you heard? You don't have to come here.
Where did I go? Where did I go? Saga. Shall I give data? Yeah. 800 meters men. 5th UF trail.
So that was hit 1. We wait for hit 2. I do believe they must have run a 150 something like that. 2:00:90 is the winning time.
And the tall guy ran 2:02.
2:02. I mean, I don't know if that's his first.
Yes, his first time to be here.
His first time probably to run 800. That's not bad. 2:02 is fast.
Yeah, you're really fast. That's really fast.
I can't even run 3. I think in 800. Even if they put for me 1 million.
Run 5. You'd run 5.
No. At least I'll run 4. But yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the winning time was 2:00:90. Second place was 2:02.09. Third place was 2:02.38. Fourth was 2:03.43. In that order.
Hit 2 is on the start line.
Hit 2 800 meters male.
You know, most of the time when you pimp up, we see the person in line 1 is all pimped up with sleeves.
Niyonzima from Burundi.
So definitely that always means that they have some level of exposure, and we should expect some good performance.
He's a biker actually, he's a biker.
So he's trying to get endurance for biking?
Yeah, perhaps he's a biker.
Bring some more.
800 meters men, hit 2.
You guys want watermelon? You want watermelon? Never like watermelon.
I eat watermelon.
So should I buy for you? Go there. It's okay. Normally when they're with the fellow kids, they kids when they're someone with sleeves on the leg and then someone with sleeves on the hand. Now, which one is the biker?
The one with sleeves on the hands.
So what is his name?
Niyonzima.
Niyonzima from Burundi.
Niyonzima Augustine. Apparently he's running for Makerere University Athletics Club.
Is he studying at Makerere University maybe?
We have to have Fortunate Chikoko Athletics Club. Actually he's the guy to watch out in this heat.
Chikoko.
Fortunate is an experienced 100-meter runner here. He has been running here for some time. And he has been hanging up there actually.
Fortunate is in red, right?
Yeah. No.
What?
He's in yellow. Fortunate in yellow. Watch our guy in yellow.
Fortunate in yellow with the blue
sleeve. The sleeve in the leg. With the sleeve in the leg. That's Fortunate.
And he has some amazing spikes. Have you seen those spikes?
Yeah. He's 800 meters man. Hit 2.
But the way he's running looks like the leg he's put that sleeve on has a problem. Maybe he might be fighting off a certain injury. Yes.
He's limping.
That must be a compression, and it doesn't seem to be running very well. You can definitely see he's limping on that leg. But as athletes also, we need to be very conscious of our body. If you feel pain or anything, don't force yourself to run.
I want a lollipop.
Yeah, you want a lollipop? You first eat the watermelon, then I'll buy you lollipop. Hey. The one who finishes their watermelon.
800 meters men.
Yes.
Hit 2 and away. Coming through the 400-meter mark.
You can eat half of it, you don't have to eat
The Bayer Moses Bagaga in the lead. Fortunate in number 2, Niyonzima number 3, in that order. There we go, Fortunate takes up the lead. Fortunate taking it on to 200 meters to go. But he seems to be limping. I don't know why he chose to run when he's injured.
And he seems to be winning, although he's limping.
He's limping, but he's leading the whole thing.
800 is a brutal race. I expect anyone who runs. Actually, I expect everyone who gets on that track and run. There's no race which is simple. I mean, you might see long jump and think it's a simple race.
Turi Fortunate takes the lead. Passes through. He looks impressed and happy. That's Fortunate of Ndeje University.
Big sister bully.
He looks very excited with the race, with the win.
He's only 7.
It's been a long time ever since COVID came up, and the athletes should really be excited to see themselves back on track at this time. I'm about to go. I'm about to go. Hard work. Hard work home. As well, long jump women, short put men, javelin women are also going on at the moment. 800 meters men.
Okay, so we have the winning time of 2:02, the limping.
With the limping and all that, but that was okay.
We have a little kid coming up.
And
in
this
heat
next
3,
hit is a very young kid. She probably could be a primary kid.
coming up in the
But it's
run.
good he comes and tests the deep waters.
But do you think he should have been put like in hit 1, because at least there he has some people to run with? You know, sometimes when you run with these big boys and they leave you very far, you get demoralized even if you're running actually quite well for your age group.
Yeah, sure. Stop throwing him in hit.
Let's check them out. Because my hands are dirty, I can't remember.
First to go. 200 meters women report in the corral. First to go.
Remove your leg on my leg.
meters women report in
Hit 2, Danava Abraham.
Just throw it down.
Sorry, we are in hit 3. Etabu Simon Peter, Makori Patrick, Chepkwer Idi, Indibairwe Jamaru, Diabagambi Khalid, Okello Simon Peter. Hit 3, 800 meters men.
Yeah.
Wow. Anything I like, I eat it.
One lollipop. One, yeah? Runners. The outside track we have has 6 lanes, so that's why you can't see more than 8 people running at a time. And off they go.
Okay. That's what we need.
So the little boy, as expected, has already been carved and left behind. Hopefully he doesn't get demoralized and he finishes the race. It's definitely not a race for his age. There's even a possibility of him being overlapped in this event. So on the bell for the last lap. What is there? She's still eating. Okay, so we have the finishers here. Looks like the guy in the blue vest has taken. Sorry, I do not know some of these guys. That's their names, so I cannot mention them by name. that was Okello Simon Peter from Tuk Afri. So we have one more hit. Oh, the little boy is there coming to finish. That's really good for him. Good to see that he didn't give up. He's called Jamura from Standard High Zana. So he's just a secondary student. Definitely promising talent coming up.
Secondary student?
So we have another hit coming up. Kivimbi Emmanuel from Makere, Omoding James Prisons, Goodthorn Abraham, Kampala University, Bemba Ibrahim, Makere, Arop Michael Wek Prison, and Limo Fred, UPDF. Okay, so that hit was won in 1:55.93. The second had 1:57.25. The third 1:57.70, 2:10.30, 2:35.68, 2:56.51 for the little boy. 2:56. I mean, that's not a bad start for him. Definitely with training, and as he grows, he'll get better and better. So after the 800 meters, we have the 5,000 meters men. This should be also a good race and a good event to come up. Then we shall have our last event, the 200 meters. So we have two more events to finish this live stream. So this should be the last hit of the 800 before we move to the 5,000 meters. Tim. That's good. We're doing a live stream. Okay, so we have the 800 last hit. That must be Goodthorn Abraham from Kampala University in the lead. And then we have Kivivi Emmanuel coming up to second. Looks like an interesting race. Between Guthong Abraham and Kivibi Emmanuel, who is taking this? Will Abraham hang on? Or Emmanuel will? Looks like at 200, Emmanuel has kicked and good run from Emma. Guthong Abraham seems to be tiring, but he holds on, he hangs on to second. For the times, to confirm the winning time. .152, so that was a 152.68 for the winning time. 154.96, 156.14, 202, 20, 203, 29 for the fifth person. Okay, so now we are waiting for the 5,000 men to come out of the cold room. You can pass me. can tell us what motivated this, and maybe also we appreciate him, but you can tell us the reason behind this and what he hopes to achieve with this.
Did anyone ask for me?
What's your problem?
No. One, I call myself a former athlete, a retired athlete. Although I ran on 1 or 2 races, on the national circuit, but I call myself a retired athlete. 2, I love athletics. I think it's arguably the most interesting sport to watch. And really, what better way to give back to the sport than to initiate something like this? But it's not just me, it's team effort. Everybody here is putting in a lot of work. We have James controlling the whatever you're seeing. The captions, everything you're seeing on screen is James Ogwang. And then the 2 sprinters that have decided not to run and rather be behind the microphone, Mildred Gamba and the one I prefer to call the Muzungu athlete, Godwin Byamukama. So it's really team effort. And then of course the federation here, we're neighboring Timothy and Barbara. Really, it's a nice thing. It's something you do because you're happy to do what you're doing. It's really nice.
Okay, this is good. Maybe you could also just say thank you for this initiative. I mean, athletics, as you say, is actually the golden sport of Uganda. Okay. It's the #1 sport of Uganda. And we never disappoint every time we go to perform. We might not win medals, but if we could get the same praise we get, for example, the Uganda Cranes, they just qualify for Africa and they're given praise. But we always have athletes qualifying.
Praise with a lot of cash.
Yes, we have athletes qualifying for Africa. We have over 40 athletes and they cannot all be taken, just because. So definitely, I think...
But then a contingent of Uganda Cranes to the AFCON is one that costs billions and billions, and normally the contingent is bigger than 40.
Definitely.
So,
well, those are some of the things. I think what we've been lacking is also the publicity, and we want to appreciate this. Exactly. I think this brings more spotlight, and sponsors like such kind of things. I think where FUFA has been beating us is their strategy and marketing, so we cannot fault them on getting the money. They're doing a good job and we need to borrow it. So thank you for this initiative. These are one of the ways we can go and try and make our sports better with this. So we are hoping this is a continuation and not a one-off and it will disappear at some point.
It's the second time we're doing this.
Yes.
Only that today we have commentary. So hopefully as we proceed, it gets better. And with time, if we can manage some funding, we should be able to have maybe multiple cameras.
Definitely.
So that we have multiple views
and also be able to bring in the field events and yes, but definitely this is a start and we appreciate. We have to be grateful for the little that we have. And definitely.
The Baganda say enyamento no kaya nili mukwawa.
Nange isingako. Okay, thank you. So we have the 5,000 meters. They're out. They're just going to they're being checked, final checked, and they'll be going to the start line. So that was Mr. Francis Onyango, a former athlete, though he never made international, but he has the passion and the love for the sport. So he decided to offer this service free of charge. Definitely we can call out even for other former athletes who are out there. You want to see the sport grow. There are so many little things you could do. For example, you could help to sponsor Francis. You could donate a camera. Anything. No, one by one makes a bundle. Let's make our sport bigger and better. If you have a company out there, you could do maybe sponsor a race and all that. And let's bring the golden sport of Uganda to the limelight and motivate our athletes. It would be great to see our athletes being motivated. I mean, they're already motivated, but a little reward, extrinsic reward is always amazing. So it doesn't have to be monetary all the time. but a little appreciation goes a long way. As we wait for the 5,000 men, I can see there on the back stretch, some of them doing some wind sprints, final touches. The starters already at the starting line, so we're waiting. So this live stream has been brought to you by Athlex, the Uganda Athletic Federation, Lactic Sports Center, and TBAC bringing the commentary through Mildred and Godwin Jamison. Okay, with us here we have Mr. Edwin, the coach of Winnie Nanyondo, where she's here in Uganda. He's going to tell us the preparations Winnie is going through and how she is ready for the season. Talk. Here is Mr. Edwin. He's shy, but he's going to talk. Mr. Edwin, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashnala Edwin. We are trying out.
About winning, her preparation.
We are trying out to prepare for Olympics. And Nanyondo Winnie, we have been with her in Uganda, and she has gone for some special training in Portugal, and she's in Portugal for just 3 weeks. Then she'll be back here. Then we do some speed works. Yeah, I think we shall make it this time. Thank you.
Okay, I'll call you back. Thank you, Edwin. He's run away. So Edwin works with Winnie when she's here, and I can say they're doing some serious preparations for the Olympics, and we are hoping to see some good performance from.
Everyone.
5,000 meters men and going to start. by what? Mine, eh? 5,000 meters, man. Very strong pack there. Number of athletes from Kapchorwa coming through to see if they can get close to the qualification. We expect a very, 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 very fast race. You know, the 5,000 these days is almost a sprint. People take it so hard like a sprint, and you can really think it's people are stopping the next 800 meters. But yeah, I know those are the dynamics, these changes that come with technology and all that stuff. Remember, the world record is held by Joshua Cheptegei of Uganda, so we are the world record holders apparently. Some athlete limps off. I think he was stepped on in that fracas when people are trying to fight for lane 1. Ayeko Nathan of Uganda prisons has remained behind. There they come through the first 200 meters. It's going to be a long way of running. They're going to be run a long way. 5,000 meters, man. After this event, we shall be having the 200 meters men and women, which will be the final event of the day. Many people are watching. 6.
At least, okay, there's nothing missing. Now we are fine.
Yeah, I see the boys in the leading pack trying to take it hard. In the mix, a couple of athletes from Kapchorwa. 1,000 meters men underwater. This is really a fast leg. It's really intriguing. And this under this hot sun, to see someone running that fast. The men are running really, really fast. This is really a contest, a sprint. Is it Secretary General or General Secretary of the association? But they copied it down. The copy down, I think, was then mayor. This is photo city mayor. Photo city mayor.
What are you doing?
Well, the mayor, what's city mayor? Photo city. District post officer. Yeah, district post officer. Yeah. No? DEO. No, we need schools to bring. DEO, District Education Officer, at this road. Let me first make a call. No, first wait. very fast race. It's very fast 5,000 meters. It's really very hard to follow, and I pity those people who are marking the people who are being doubled and all that, because it's really very hard to mark them. People are rather doubling over and over. The people are being doubled all through. 2 laps to go. 5,000 meters back. It's really a very fast race. This could definitely be a 13. Can even be a 12. This is a really fast race. Boys are chasing the Olympic qualifier very hard. Yeah, they're being lapped twice. That's the second time they're being lapped. Yeah. Here we come to the bear. Wow. The 2 leaders, neck to neck, moving out hard, going towards the finish. 300 meters to go. We could see it go to the Nile, see it go to the line, could see it go to the ribbon. Kiprotich of Alpha in there. And Kibet Rogers of KCCA taking each other. Kibet and Kiprotich on to 200 meters to go. It is still neck to neck. Wow. Looking up to the last kick, the 100 meters. It's going to be a very fast 100 meters. There we go. Bringing on Kibet and Kiprotich. Kibet and Kiprotich. Kibet and Kiprotich. Kibet and Kiprotich. Wow. Let's wait for the photo finish to see who won. They have taken it to the photo finish to decide. Wonderful 5,000 meter run. Wonderful 5,000 meter race. Very nice run. Wow. Cherop Alex of Police, they are coming through also to finish. Cheprus Ali coming in third. Kiprotich Ali Levy taking the day.
I saw the best maker. I don't know whether it's still something like that.
scan and send it to you, right?
Don't do that. Here, drink some
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I think because his other hand is being very, very strong. Meanwhile, if you look at them hand, both hands are quite weak.
And he's strong. So if when he feels, he can actually make it to the Olympics, the Paralympics, and be there, and with the World Championships. So he feels like he should look after the thing and he goes there. But I also think about that and he's willing. People are trying to tell him don't, but he's willing to go. It takes a lot to put your body part to be a man. No.
Ibra, who is that? Who is that?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Where the cat is. I think this thing was put very fast. It used to be closer. People are being put very fast. Put to be closer.
I think it moved it because last time people were almost empty. No, we're saying if you are being put to this fast, they need to move it a bit closer for people to have a better view.
13:53, it's not bad. It was a very fast race. It was very fast. So we expect very faster times than this next try. I'm competing. I'm not competing. I don't want cameras to come with me. You must have friends who are journalists, they come looking out for you. No, I don't want.
No, I ran one and everyone is like, but it is not serious. Yes, yes, and he stopped and he ran forward.
He was looking for you. Just to tell you. Family is getting shouldn't focus on it. Shouldn't have second. She can always do the real estate. They don't have to be staff.
No, they can't. I'm starting on all the time. Let me destroy
I have mine. We are a mine.
You should go and throw it far away from here. Someone can patch it up.
It's on 4th September. No, it's okay. Yeah. Anyway, it has become an excuse. That's the problem. Can't confirm. So. Yeah. Which was true, by the way.
It's not true.
You can put the whole of Uganda.
They can't call you. Next time, sir.
Your bottles are falling.
Always back to whether you're staying
How do they unmute this thing? No. Coach Polo.
General Polo.
Chukumi, it is already full, eh? It's already full. As you put like this, it becomes full.
Let me show you my video.
How do they unmute this thing? How do you unmute? Oh, your knowledge is coming. It's there. You will come. I thought you had gone. Coach, follow. It's okay.
Just start growing fast. You will when you reach 15.
On
Time. First week
the 5,000 meters men, the winner had 13.53. Second position had 13.5334. Wow, this was on the line. The winner has 13.53.31. Second has 13.53.34. Damn, this was fast. Third had 14.02. Fourth 14.03. Fifth 14.14. That was the 5,000 meters men. The winner had 13.53.31. The second place had 13.53.34. The 200 meters women on now. Timo. 200 meters women. You made me very optimistic. You asked me my size of the tight. I've been waiting for you. Akulo Mariam, Iyotoro Slivia, Amon Sharon. Hit 1, 200 meters women. Hit 1, 200 meters women. Lalo Monica, Akulo Mariam, Iyotoro Slivia, Amon Sharon. There they come. Is that Oroma? Wow, that's Oroma Emanuela. Pushing it hard.
I also like decorating as well. I think they are just...
Oroma Emanuela in the lead. Oroma Emanuela. Oroma Emanuela.
Decorated everywhere. I am decorated.
That was the 200 meters, hit 1. The winner, Oroma Emanuela of Ua.
Did you register? To run. Is your name there?
I want to run.
Is your name there? Did you register? If you want to run. You go. We go. We go.
Wait. There is rain interfering, so there's some electronic timers have to be covered, all that stuff. So we're a bit having of a break. I don't know if network will stay clear, but some visuals have come through. The first hit of the 200 meters women won by Oroma Emanuela in 27.49. 27.49. Second place was 29.02. Third place 29.67, in that order. That was hit 1 of the 200 meters women. Next is the hit 2 of the 200 meters women. Hit 200 meters women. Starting. There they go. We are having a bit of glitch because of rain, but that's where they come. They come running out of the curve. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That is super talent. Some other young super talent around 15, 16 years of age. Super talent in there who takes the second hit of the women's 200 meters.
Wait,